My parents did something which I'd rather not mention, but it has hurt and ruined my life. I thought I had forgiven them, but I keep having feelings of resentment towards them. Please help me. What can I do to truly forgive them? Thank you so much, Innocent, for that question. You know, there's nothing more painful than being betrayed by someone you love and by someone you trust, okay? Most of us never expect our parents to do something to hurt us or to harm us, but here we are. We live in an imperfect world with imperfect people, and imperfect things happen to even the best of us, all right? But what is important for us to know is to understand that even though, like, you know, bad things happen and all of that, God is the restorer of man's fortune. There is nothing that anybody can do to you that can actually like ruin your life unless like you allow it, okay? God is able to pick you up. God is able to use what you have faced as a testimony and to make you to be like a bright and a shining light to others like who have went through like the same situation as you, okay? So you mentioned that you have forgiven your parents, but you still have feelings of resentment towards them. Now and again, I need you to understand that forgiveness is not a feeling, okay? You can actually forgive a person even though you don't feel like it. Most of us think that when you're forgiven a person, it means like the feelings that you had towards them before they did something to hurt you are gonna be restored. Most of the time, they never like return. But the fact that you don't feel the same way you did towards them, it does not mean that you have not forgiven them, okay? Secondly, I need you to note that forgiveness does not erase the memories of the past, okay? So the fact that you're forgiven a person, it does not mean that you will not remember what they did to you. Thirdly, forgiveness does not erase the consequences that resulted as a result of what they did to you. For example, if someone kills someone you love and they apologize and you forgive the person they killed will not come back to life, okay? And the fact that the person will not come back to life, it does not mean that you have not forgiven them. It just means that what they did is irreversible, okay? And the fact that it's irreversible, it does not mean that you have not forgiven them, okay? So forgiveness does not mean that the consequences will be erased. Fourthly, forgiveness does not mean that the relationship will be restored, okay? Because most of us think that, okay, if you've forgiven a person, it means you guys have to go back to being friends and stuff. Most of the time, it does not happen like that. You can forgive a person and then not have a relationship with them. And you not having a relationship with them does not mean that you have not forgiven them. Lastly, forgiveness does not restore trust. Okay, because most of the time you may think that, okay, if I've forgiven them, it means I have to trust them again. No, most of the times it means you should not trust them again, because they may do again what they did to you and stuff. And the fact that you don't trust them, it does not mean that you have not forgiven them, okay? Meaning that if they want you to trust them again, it means they have to earn your trust. All right, I believe that this answers your question. You know, the same way Jesus still has holes in his hands and in his feet and stuff, and the fact that he still has holes in his hands and stuff, it does not mean that he has not forgiven us. He has, but the wounds are still there, okay? The wounds are still there. So the fact that you still maybe feel a certain way towards them, it does not necessarily mean that you have not forgiven them and all of that. So I need you to stop beating yourself up. But you know, another thing that you can do, you can just pray and ask God to help you to release like the feelings of resentment and stuff, so that you can be truly free, okay? Thank you so much for your question. If you have more questions, please click on that WhatsApp number that is on your screen, or just comment on this post and we are going to attend to your questions, okay? Thank you so much. Bye.